Hi guys, welcome. My name's Jennifer and I'm here today to talk about my 2018 beauty favorites. This is going to be mostly skincare as well as makeup. I don't include any hair care items, but if you are interested in that, I can do that later or talk about it some other time. I do have some fragrance favorites as well. I forgot about those. Are some of my favorites of the year actually, so I'm excited to talk about that. If you're joining me over from Facebook or if you know me in my personal life, thanks for being here. You might have heard me talk about some of these items, or I made a Facebook post for my 2017 favorites last year, and there might be a little bit of relap in that too, just because I find things that I really like, stick with them, and they just become part of like my everyday. So first thing I'm going to talk about is definitely one of those things that I have used for a few years now. One of my dear friends, Sierra, bought this for me. She gave it to me as a gift because her mom was a rep for this company, and I am obsessed with it. So it is my Microfiber face towel. This is what I use to take off my makeup every night. I used to use the Neutrogena face wipes, which I still use for eyeliner just because I've noticed things that are like really super waterproof leave little flecks of the waterproof mascara or eyeliner on here, and I like to keep it super clean. So I'll use a little bit of like a Q-tip with some makeup remover or Neutrogena and take off my eyeliner. Anywho, I'm obsessed. I'm saying so much. I feel like I want to edit this, guys, because I don't know what I'm doing. It's just so odd for me. This is my first video really that I've ever filmed, and I'm doing it on my MacBook Air. I'm just gonna be real here. I don't know what I'm doing, so maybe I'll keep this in because I'm figuring it out and you can figure it out with me, but I don't know, maybe I'll edit it out. I'm not sure how to do that, to be real. Okay, so anywho, Microfiber face towel, I'm sure they all work similar. I just particularly like this brand. It's from the brand H2O Beauty. It's kind of like Mary Kay, where you have to know someone, like a rep, to sell it to you, but I just went on their website. My friend's mom, I don't know if she still sells it anymore. I couldn't find her information to get the link to her website, so I just went straight onto H2O Beauty's website and bought it. They have this bright neon orange, and they also have a taupe color. I have one in their old color, which was like this really cute little pink color. I keep these everywhere. I keep them in my travel bag. I keep one in my purse just in case I want to take my makeup off somewhere, and I keep it at home, just in my bedroom next to my beauty stuff, or in the bathroom, depending on where I leave it. But yeah, it works great. It takes off all the makeup. I really was skeptical, and it works awesome. I feel better about the environment. I'm just using it, not having to throw anything away, just wash it by hand every time I use it. I use a Dr. Bronner's unscented soap, lather it up, rinse it out, good to go. That's enough about that. Clearly, I am passionate about the microfiber towel. Alright, next up I just have a face wash to mention. It's something I've also been using for a while. This is the First Aid Beauty Deep Cleanser with Red Clay, their Skin Rescue face wash. I love it. I've heard people tell me that they think that the one without the red clay is a little more gentle. I have super sensitive skin, and I just feel like this removes a little bit more dirt and it doesn't dry me out, and I don't know, it works well for me, so would recommend. But yeah, it lasts me a long time. I like it. I use it twice a day and works great. With that said, I have super dry skin, and skincare is my favorite step of my beauty routine. It's something that I just like, I don't know, just putting on my moisturizers in the morning or at the end of the night just feels relaxing and rejuvenating, and it's like a moment for myself to just feel really happy and good about things. I don't know if that's silly, but that's just how I feel. I just love it. So something that I have loved and love and preached to all of my friends all the time is an argan oil. I love argan oil. I used to put it all over my face, but it's pretty expensive, at least the kind that I particularly like best. I've tried a few different kinds, but the Josie Maran or Josie Maran argan oil, they're 100% pure. I like the pure 100% rather than light. I like all the hydration I can get. That's my favorite. And I used to do it all over my face and I love that, but I've noticed that I don't need it so much. I have other skincare items that I think do just a good job, and I don't need the oil, the heavy oil everywhere, so I just put it right around my eye area and a little on my forehead where I am starting to get a little bit of lines, and it's awesome. It makes my skin a lot brighter, it hydrates it, I feel like the difference in what my skin has looked like since I started using an oil, particularly the argan oil, has just been amazing. I've tried coconut oil before. It dried my skin out. I don't know, it's crazy. So argan oil, love it, changed my skin, recommend it. Okay, so another thing that I've really loved that is something that's more recent. I haven't been using it as many years as some of these other products. However, I noticed that when I use this product, it is expensive, I will say that. When I use this product, my skin looks so much better than if I'm using anything else, and I'll stop using it. I'm like, why doesn't my skin look as good? It's just this product. I love it so much. It's by Amore Pacific or Amore Pacific. I say Amore Pacific, but I'm not sure. It's Korean, so Amore. I mean, neither of those words are Korean. So, what a stupid thing to say. I don't know. Amore Pacific is what I'm gonna say. It's their Moisture Bound Refreshing Hydra Gel. They also have a Hydra Cream, which I like as well. I like them both. The Hydra Cream is a little more expensive. It's supposed to be a little bit more hydrating. But like I said, I have pretty dry skin and the gel works just fine for me. Again, it's pretty pricey. It's $100 per container. The cream is $150, so that's a pretty big jump from the gel to the cream, and gel works just fine. Love it. I've used a few other things from their skincare line. I love them a lot, but the one thing that I'm just like stuck on is this moisturizer, the Hydra Gel. So there's that. Another thing, I just have a little tiny baby sample of this guy. This is the Lala Retro Whipped Cream from Drunk Elephant. I haven't tried anything from Drunk Elephant that I don't love, and I would love to buy their entire skincare line. But I use this sometime as a third moisturizer. So we got the oil, my moisturizer, and then a third moisturizing item. I know I'm a little intense, but I don't know. That's what I like. I don't know, just loved it. It was really, it was like just thick and just like, I don't know, thick, thick and nice. I don't know. It felt good. My skin felt good and plump when I woke up in the morning. Sorry, there's a hair on my face. So yeah, Drunk Elephant Lala Retro Whipped Cream. I intend to buy a larger jar when the time comes and I feel like I want to pull the trigger to spend that money. Because honestly, like, do I need another moisturizer? No. Do I want it? Yes. Cool. So I see my neighbor out there and I'm like, oh, she's gonna be watching me. All right. Hi again. New location. My downstairs tenant decided to set up shop right next to the window that I was filming by, and that just felt weird. Maybe I'll get used to it, but as of now, this is my first video that I am filming, and it feels weird to be talking to my laptop about skincare next to someone staring at me, like, so close. Okay, so I've got my dog in my lap. Hopefully he won't freak out, because a second ago he was not stoked. The lighting is probably going to go in and out because I live in the Pacific Northwest, and even though it is only not quite 4 o'clock, it is pouring down rain and gray out already, so bear with me. But it doesn't matter. Okay, so the lighting's going to be kind of weird and a little glary, which, whatever. However, I think I was just finishing off about the Lala Retro Whipped Cream moisturizer, and I will go into this next moisturizer, which, yes, there is more. Only one more, so don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry, guys. I'm not lathering myself up and becoming a moisturizer. I don't know what I'm saying. Don't know what I'm saying. No one's worried. No one's worried about the amount of moisturizer I use. I can promise myself that. Didn't promise you. Okay, anywho. So there's a third, fourth, fifth. I don't know what number it is, but there's more moisturizer. This is the First Aid Beauty yet again, because I'm sure this is great talking into like this. I'm sure that it is very clear on the microphone when I hold something over my mouth so that you can hear me or not hear me talk. Let's try that again. This is the First Aid Beauty Slow Glow Gradual never gonna get this down. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, continuing. Slow glow, gradual, self-tanning moisturizer. I don't want to go too much into this because it is discontinued, I'm pretty sure. I got a buttload at TJ Maxx for a pretty good price. I used one, loved it, went back and like bought as many as they had. I think I have 4 to last me. However, just because they're on this, I will recommend that their Ultra Repair Cream by First Aid Beauty. Also great. I'm sure it has similar results. This just gives you like a really, 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 like barely any subtle tan. I have to sneeze. Is it gonna happen? No, I don't think it's gonna happen, but oh. Okay. Anywho, I love it. It makes my skin soft. Mostly I just like wake up feeling like my skin is super, super like baby soft because of this. So that's why I use it. But again, since it's discontinued, if you can find it, fucking go for it. Excuse my language. Go for it. But if not, then the Ultra Repair Cream is a good alternative. Just honestly, I clearly really like First Aid Beauty. Two more skincare products. The Glossier Invisible Shield Sunscreen. Oh my god. Ooh, can we see it? The glare is bad. I don't even know if I should. Ooh, look at that. Okay. I'm gonna try to cut this little bit out because can't really see anything. Anyways, the Glossier Invisible Shield Daily Sunscreen. I love it. I love the way it smells. Obviously, wearing sunscreen preferable. It is a chemical sunscreen, not a physical sunscreen, so it doesn't leave that white cast, which is really nice. But it just, it smells so good. It's like normal sunscreen smell, but with like a little bit of like citrus that's super nice. I don't know. I love Glossier, and I super, super love the way this smells. I mostly just wear it because I want it to smell nice and I want my face to smell good. But sunscreen, it's got SPF 35 in it, so awesome, especially as you get older and you want to still look youthful. Cool. The De-Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Serum. That is hard to say, by Drunk Elephant. I also super love. It is just like a little bronzing serum. In the summertime, I really like just to pop it on to just give my skin like an extra glow, because I wear a sunscreen on my face. Not that I don't wear it everywhere, but I really extra sunscreen up my face in the summertime. I'll get like tan other places, especially on my chest. So this will just like add a little extra bronzer into my face to kind of match me a little bit more. And it's just like, I don't know, it feels good. It feels like it's doing something good for my skin too. It's not just a little tint. It's I should look into it more. Some peptides. Ooh, cocoa extract. It's doing something. Drunk Elephant, you're doing something right. And I should research more before I talk about it, but I'm just talking about what I use it for and all that. Okay. Ooh, good gracious. Something else I love that I swear by, again, I talk about it. I don't know, I would not have gotten through this year without this product. It sounds dramatic, but the Glossier Balm.com, and I've used so much of it. Look how cute it is though. It is obviously something people talk about and love. I don't know if that's obvious, but people talk about the Balm.coms. I like the coconut. It's got a really natural coconut smell, which at first I didn't think I liked, but I have learned to really like. I'm going to pop some on right now because my lips feel dry. Anyway, yeah, the Balm.com, will just lather it all over my face. When I have dry skin, like sometimes my nose will get dry from if I have a cold, and I'll get chapped on my nose, and so I'll just rub a little on my nose where I'm dry. Also, their solution, the Glossier solution, really, really dried out my skin. Like, I tried using it for an extended amount of time. It did not get better. I mean, for a second, it made my skin look really smooth and bright. That was cool, but like, it does not agree with me. I've tried using it multiple occasions, extended amount of time, short amount of time. It does not work, but it was giving me really crazy dry patches, like right here next to my lip. Not my lip, but you know, like right in my smile lines for some reason. I was getting really dry there. So the balm.com I would just put on there, and it super saved my skin and rescued it. It is the best lip balm. I know people swear by the Bite Agave lip balm. I think this is better. I love it more. And I think it's probably cheaper. I don't know. I mean, worth it. Again, these are another one of those things that I have everywhere, like my towel, my face towel that I put everywhere. I have this everywhere. I have it in my purse. I have it next to my bed. I have it in my bed. I have like it next to my pillow in bed with me, and next to where I do my skincare routine and my makeup. So recommend that guy. I feel like this is like a really big box that maybe I should just do like skincare and then makeup separate, but I think I'm done with the skincare. Next, I'm just gonna go in order that I would apply this on my face because I feel like that'll be easiest for me. So next up, I felt like mentioning this even though I don't wear foundation. I don't know if that's gonna be a bummer or not, but the Glossier Skin Tint, I use the shade Medium. I'm pretty light. I'm like one of the lightest shades in most things just because I'm fair-skinned and live again in the Pacific Northwest where I just don't get a tan. So I use the Skin Tint in Medium. Sometimes if I just want like a little extra coverage, it really just kind of evens out the skin. It doesn't so much give you any coverage. If you've seen any like reviews about it, like you'll know that. But anywho, I just, you know, sometimes it gives me a little extra glow, a little extra dew, a little extra coverage. So if I feel like I need like a little more something, I'll sometimes use this. Ooh, you know what? I forgot to mention this in the right order, but obsessed with this. This is something I put on sometimes just by itself in the summertime, but the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion, their True Match Lumi Glotion, I'm obsessed with it. I started wearing it because Alana Davidson mentioned it, and I love anything she wears on her. Her makeup style is very much my aesthetic. So anyhow, bought it because of her. Love it. It was a great idea. I used this shade 902 light glow. Yeah. It just gives your skin like a really, it almost looks like you just put highlighter all over your face, which I'm really into that look. Again, because I'm drier skin tone or skin type, I feel like I can get away with it because I don't really get dewy too much throughout the day. So having that extra hydration or that look of hydration and that glow, I really like it. So sometimes I'll just put it on in the summertime, just this, and it makes my skin look super healthy and glowy. And there's a little bit of a tint to this particular one, so it does sometimes give me like a little bit of a bronze, but probably just because I'm just pretty fair and this is not the fairest shade they have. So yeah, love that. Took me a while to get on this train, just the primer chain in general, the primer train. But I got on the train, professional, benefit professional. I love it. It smells, again, so nice. If you're sensitive to smells, you might not like this because it's almost got like a floral perfume smell to it, but whew, I like put it on just right here, right around my nose, and where I feel like my pores are maybe just a little bit more noticeable than I would like. I feel like when I wear it, I do tend to feel like I have a better skin day, and my makeup it feels like it just looks a little bit better on the days where I wear it. So that's what finally made me decide to go for it and start using it more often. But yeah, just a pore primer. It smells great. Love it. All right, what's next? Okay, let's see. I do my eyes next, I guess. Technically, I do my eyes and my brows, and then I do my concealer. Sometimes I'll go the other way around if I'm not really doing much of my eyes, but okay. One of my favorite things that I don't feel like people talk about enough are these Smashbox Cover Shop palettes. I love them. I love them so much. I feel like, let's see if this mirror's dirty. I feel like I don't know, they're just great. My two favorites that I use all the time. This is the Petal Metal one, and then I also really like their matte one. The matte one it's like this purpley colored. Ew, it looks dirty. I love them a lot. I use them a lot. This one I took to Ireland with me last year. I travel with it just because I feel like it's got a little bit of everything. This one's, I've hit, oh gosh, dirty, but I've hit pan in this one. And the transition shades, sometimes I'll just like throw a little bit in on my crease and that's that. But I feel like the matte one just has everything that I would need to make an eye look, including a nice dark black. It's got some warmer colors. It's got some cooler colors. I love it. It's just a good standard everyday palette. And then the Petal Metal, it's my favorite. It's my favorite thing. I just love it so much. I feel like, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this on camera, but they're like the creamiest. You're not gonna really be able to pick that up in my shitty camera. But you can't tell. They're super pigmented and they're just super reflective and just really creamy, and I just put it on with my fingers. That's all I do. I mean, the matte shades, I'll usually just maybe like take a little blending brush with in my crease, but the creamy like metallic shades, I just put my finger in and then just dab them on my eye. I love them. I'm wearing it today. You can't really see because, as I mentioned, light is disappearing. And I'm just, I'm just trying. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have any lighting or anything like that. So this is what you get. Sorry about it. New to me, not new to the beauty world, but something that's new to me and I'm obsessed with it, is the Paint Pot by MAC in Groundwork. I, for the longest time, used Painterly. That was like one of the first I don't want to say big beauty purchase because this wasn't a big beauty purchase. It was just the first time I really started getting into makeup on my own, that I was like, hey, I want to learn to do my makeup better. I want to be more professional with what I'm doing and my techniques. I went to a MAC counter and I was like, yo, I need to learn to do my makeup for this event that I'm doing. They don't have a makeup artist and I have to do it on my own. Like, teach me some things. And one of the things that she recommended was a paint pot as an eye primer. So I bought Painterly. I used it as an eye primer for a long time. Still love it. Doesn't crease if you wear it. Sometimes I'll just put it in my crease on its own and then set it with a shadow and then use a shadow. But for the Groundwork, this one's got more obviously a different color. Painterly, if you are familiar with it, Painterly is just like a flesh skin color, or at least my skin color. It's not as my particular skin color, it just like matches exactly. So Groundwork to me, just like, it's like a shadow color. It's in my crease right now, but it looks like just a light shadow on my particular skin. And it's got some really beautiful sheen to it. Really light, really subtle, but just like enough of a sheen that I think it's super pretty. So anywho, not new in the beauty community by any means. People love this product, but it's new to me and I'm really happy that I bought it and I love it. And I'm going through it pretty fast. I've made a pretty good little dent in it already and I just bought it a few months ago. Okay, let's see. Ooh, okay, these are good ones. I'm obsessed with these. I recently found these out. I found out about these recently and I love them. They are the Lancome Ombre Hypnose Stylo pencils, eye pencils. I have, I think these 4. I might have another one. I'm not sure if I have another one, but oh my gosh, if you want a eyeshadow to stay and not budge, these don't go anywhere. They're waterproof, they're intense, and they're like super beautiful. Let me see, I'm gonna put one on this is kind of a bronze one. Ooh, so pretty. I think that this pinky colored one is my favorite. I think it's called Rose or Rose Gold or something like that. Let's look, I guess number 26, Rose. This was the first one I got. This one is Platine, I don't know. Ooh. The light is over here, so I'm trying to like get it in the light to shimmer, but it's not gonna quite work. Anywho, I don't know, you can't really see what they are, but they are just an eye crayon, and I just put them all over my lid if I want to add a nice like bright shimmer color. I think they have mattes too, but I'm only interested in the shimmer colors. And then yeah, they just like, they'll, oh, I shouldn't use my middle finger perhaps for that, but they will stay on. I can rub them around, I can add water, like they don't budge. So if you're looking for something long wearing, would recommend as well. Obviously I would recommend all of these. I don't know why I keep saying would recommend, like, duh. That's what the point of this video is to recommend things. All right, so next up I'm gonna move into brows, because that's, I know this is weird, but that's the way that I do a makeup. I'm gonna do eyeshadow, then brows, then concealer, then I do mascara at the very end. I don't, it's the last thing, because I like to put setting spray on my face, and I don't want to put setting spray once I have mascara on, because I just don't want the water. So anyways, I do mascara very last, so I'll wait till the end to do mascara. Now I can't remember what I said I was doing. Brows. Okay, so I think I maybe mentioned this last year. I used to use the Anastasia Brow Wiz for a really long time, and I think I one time tried to film a video about my first experience with a brow pencil, the Brow Wiz. I had never used a spoolie before, and I was like, this is amazing. It's so silly, but like I just didn't know what I was doing, and I loved it so much. And so anyways, I attempted to film a video back then, and it's probably somewhere still on my YouTube channel. That was years ago, and I haven't done anything with it with my channel since. Anywho, the Brow Wizzes were just like breaking. I think that everyone's had this problem. Anyone that like buys that product on a regular basis, which I did, the spoolie just kept like snapping off and breaking, and it would drive me insane because I was spending this money on this product and then not being able to use what I like, one of the things I used it for, which was the spoolie. So anywho, I switched over and I tried the Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit, and I love it so much more. I think the packaging's cute. It's like very clear which end is which I like. I don't like having to reach for my brow pencil and not know which side is the spoolie and which side is the pencil. So that's nice. And then also, one, it doesn't break, which is great, but the color, I use the shade number 3, is just a better match for me. I'm wearing it on my brows today. So I think it's a better match than the Anastasia ones were for me. I also, I have a hard time with this because I don't want to necessarily support this company, just for some personal reasons that I don't want to get into, because I don't matter enough on YouTube to talk about it. But the Kat Von D Signature Brow, I've stopped buying Kat Von D products, but I really, really love this. So I don't know, you decide what you want to do there. If you want to look more into, that Kat Von D in general and like some of her views in the world. But it's good. I don't know. Yeah, no, it's good. It's really good. I like the tip. The tip is really, really fine, but shaped in such a way that it just like gives really natural strokes. The color that I have is a little bit deeper. This is the color medium brown, just darker than the shade number 3, but I like being able to have that like variation in color in my brows, because I think it looks nice and natural. Great. Okay. Concealer. Concealer is probably my favorite part of my makeup routine. I'm not sure, but it's one of them. It's like if there was something that I couldn't live without, there would be like a couple products: bronzer, concealer. I think those would be the 2. Blush maybe in there. I like a good blush. So I will talk about my concealers. So I have for the longest time been a big a NARS concealer girl, the Radiant Creamy Concealer. Ever since I discovered it, I have just been hard. There's a hair stuck to it. Hard on that bandwagon. So yeah, NARS Radiant Creamy Concealers. They're great. I use the shade Vanilla and the shade Custard when I'm a little bit more tan. I just got back from Mexico from vacation, so believe it or not, this is me with a little bit of a tan, so I've been using Custard a little bit more, but normally I'm vanilla under the eyes. I don't like a super bright under eye. I like it to be more of my natural skin color. I don't need that. I don't know. I like that look a little bit more. So typically I'll use the same concealer for like spot concealing and under my eyes, but for right now, I'll use Vanilla under my eyes and Custard for spot concealing. Besides those two, I go a little ham with the concealer, the same with that I do with moisturizer. Like if I like a product, I go a little ham with it. I use a couple different concealers, so I use those two, and then I also really like the Tarte creaseless concealers. I don't like Shape Tape. I know that's going to be like my opinion, the sort of thing that like people are like an unpopular opinion. That's what I mean. People love the Tarte Shape Tape. It's too drying for me. I don't think it looks good on my under eyes. I feel like it's dry. The Tarte creaseless I love. I think it's got maracuja oil in it. It's like an argan oil, I think. Oh, excuse me. And so it looks really like dewy and really creamy, and I just love it. So I used to have it in their old packaging. I still have it in their old packaging in a lighter shade. I went out to try to buy this shade and ended up with this shade, which is medium neutral. I don't think they had the shade I wanted, so I got medium neutral knowing it was going to be a little bit deeper than the one I wanted. I don't know what shade this is because it is rubbed off the packaging because I have loved it and had it for that long, which means I should probably throw it away because it's probably expired. I don't know. I'm not that bitch. So, anywho, love them both. I use this one under my eyes. This one is spot concealer. This one's a little too light. This one's a little too dark, but they work well, especially blended with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealers. So, love them. They are very, I don't want to say greasy looking, but they do look a little like creamy. They look creamy. A little creamy on the face, but I think in a good way. It like looks dewy to me. I do tend to set it with a powder. However, shoot, I don't know what I did with my powder. I thought I had it next to me, but I don't. Well, anywho, we'll skip that. We'll get to the powder later. Next, I highlight. So, highlighter. Glossier again, the Glossier Halo Scope. Oh, I've just sneezed and I'm looking and not at the camera. Okay, let's start it again. Okay, the Glossier Halo Scope is what I use as highlighter. I love it. I've tried a lot of different cream highlighters. I was really, really die-hard for the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. I love them. I still love them. They're really, really intense. But I think I started leaning towards a more natural highlight. I mean, I guess you probably can't see that well in this light, but I don't know. I mean, I still think I have really dewy looking skin. Part of that is because I think that I really hydrate my skin first and use the argan oil. Then I use the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion, and then I use my highlighter. So I still think I have a really nice glow, but it's more natural. It's more of just like a healthy looking glow rather than like a beaming highlight, which I really like as well. It's just a matter of the look that I'm going for. I've started kind of toning down the amount of makeup I wear, and I don't know, just like a really natural look, so I'm into this. On top of that, I feel like I don't hear anyone talk about this, but I love it. It's one of the chubby sticks from Clinique. This is the Sculpting Highlight, and I don't know if it has a particular shade. It just says Sculpting Highlight. Yes, number 1, Hefty Highlight. Ooh, I am like almost out of it too. I like this a lot. It's really similar to, it's a little more powdery. I wouldn't say it's powdery, but like compared to the Glossier, it's a little more powdery. And it's got like a little bit of a pink shift, which I think is really cute and pretty. So I like it. It works on my skin tone and I'm about it. So the chubby stick in 1 Hefty Highlight. Cool. All right, next up I bronze, and I don't want to talk about this because it's, you know, I shouldn't. I'm going to say it because I love it. And if you can find it, buy it and send it to, I don't know. I love it so much. The Bare Minerals, maybe just bring this back. That'd be tight. The Bare Minerals, Bare Skin Sheer Sun. I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much. It's just like a really, really, really super liquidy serum bronzer. It's not even like a liquid bronzer. They call it a serum bronzer. I love it. I use it every day. It just like really, really lightly and naturally like bronzes up my skin, almost like if you were to put like a little bit of a self tanner on, which I love. But it's discontinued and I can't find it very many places. I find it on Amazon sometimes. I first found it at TJ Maxx, which I blame them for getting me hooked on this, but I love it so much. So I don't know. Don't worry, I have plenty of other bronzers that I also really love. The Clinique Chubby Stick, one of their bronzy ones, I really like as well. So that would be a good recommendation. Or this next product, ooh, it's seen better days, my friend. The I don't even want to show you the packaging, but the Milk bronzer, and this is their baked bronzer. I like it a lot. I didn't think I liked it, but I like it. I just think I need to use really lightly. So I'll go in with that guy, the Bare Minerals one, and then I'll just like kind of tap this on the tops of it just because it's pretty intense and it's kind of got this orangey undershift. Undershift? That's not what I want to say. It's just like, it's a little orangey for me. And I don't want to look too orange. You know, it's nice bronze color and I think it works well on other people. I've heard people say that it gives like the perfect bronze, but to me it's like a little orange. And it does, it like really seriously smells like Play-Doh, but is it weird that I like it? Like I like that it smells like Play-Doh. I put it on and I'm just like, Play-Doh. I don't know, it's good. Childhood memories, it's like nostalgic. I don't know what that means about putting on your skin, but I don't know, I do it and I like it, so I'm gonna keep doing it. I like it. Okay, we're almost done here, guys. I just realized I forgot an eye product, so I'm gonna mention it really quick. Honorable mention to the Tarte Chrome Paints. Ooh, that is shiny. Let me open it up. Oh, goodness. Yes, 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 yes. All right, watch. Ooh. Don't mind those other swatches, but they're so good. They're so pretty. Again, I'm pretty easygoing with my makeup and I just don't want to have to do a lot. I find myself not, oh yes, yes, yes. I find myself not wearing these as much just because they're so intense. You pop them, you pop on your eyelid and you're like, that's a lot. So I prefer using my Smashbox palettes, but if I want to go a little extra or like for the holidays, I might pop some of these on just to like be extra shiny at a party. But I don't think anything beats them. I know that they have those Hourglass ones that just came out. I haven't tried them. I think that Marc Jacobs maybe has some. So there's other similar products that are coming out now that I haven't tried, but I still think these are great. I love them, and yeah, it's so hard to mess up with them. You just pop them on your eye and good to go. Okay, blushes. Blushes, I just have one blush that I'm gonna recommend, and I have all of them. I love them. The Glossier Cloud Paints. Who doesn't love them? My personal favorite colors are going to be these two. Dusk was like my go-to, and honestly, I think that Glossier should have a bronzing color, and I am such a fair-skinned person that Dusk kind of worked for like a bronze color for me. It's a really bronzy, pinky taupey blush. I still use it as a blush, but I kind of like to do it in between. I'll do bronzer and then I'll do dusk and then I'll do a brighter colored blush on my cheeks. So I kind of blend it all in together in like a gradient effect. But my favorite blush is the color Haze. It looks really bright and intimidating. I'll put some on my hand. I don't want to like, it looks like it's going to be a lot. And it can be, you can't go crazy with it. I've started using it with a stippling brush, but you know, it blends out just like really pink and natural. To me, when I wear it, it's like just my natural flush color. That is like the natural flush that my skin gets. So I like that it just looks really natural on me. You could put a little bit on your like lips, or you know, I put a little bit, tiny bit across my nose, so it almost gives that kind of not sunburnt, but like where the sun would naturally kiss me effect. Love them. They're great. They're liquid. They're kind of, you know, just use a little bit. Try not to go too ham. Oop, I forgot a bronzer. I also use a powder bronzer. Just a MAC. powder bronzer. Ooh, I use it a lot, and the color has worn off the bottom. It's just one of their pressed powders, bronzing powders. They recommended it to me. I probably shouldn't even mention this because I don't have the information. Whoa, matte bronze. I can read it. I don't know how, but I can see it. It is the matte bronze bronzing powder by MAC. I usually just top this on the tops of my temples here, and then a little bit kind of over here at the top of my, just to kind of maybe a little bit set that corner where I'm going to get a little bit more face touching action going on just from whatever. So I'll usually set my liquid, which is a little bit of a powder. Usually same for my cheeks. I'll usually pop on a little bit of like a Clinique, the flower blushes, whatever those are called, or like a Tarte Amazonian clay blush just to kind of set the powder down. All right, guys. Oh, I'm so close. I'm so close. Anastasia Brow Wiz Clear Brow Gel, or not Brow Wiz, the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel holds these suckers in place. I know everyone likes the Boy Brow, the Glossier Boy Brow. It's all right. I don't love it. I don't think it holds my eyebrows in place that well. And I don't have like, my eyebrows are microbladed, so I don't have like a ton of actual brow hair that even needs to be held in place. They're not like bushy and outlandish, so I don't know. This works well for me. I don't like the Glossier one that much. I like it. I have it. I don't use it that often. Also, I have very cool pants on. They are by far the coolest thing in my closet. They are just like a velvet, crushed velvet, paisley, like 70s extreme bell-bottom pant. If you know me, you have probably seen me wear these at a party or two. Okay, mascaras. All right. Bad Gal Bang. I love it. It's great. I have really naturally long eyelashes, and I'm really, really picky about mascara. I find I don't want anything to flake, even like a little bit flaky. I don't want clumpy. I don't like natural bristle brushes. I like those like fake plasticky brushes. That's my preference, and I think they work. I think you're either one side or the other. I'm definitely like fake plastic brush over the hair bristle brushes. This was really finicky for me to use at first. It was really, really thick liquid and then clumped up super intensely, but like let it dry out just a little bit and it gets great. Also, like with practice, it'll get better. I found that if you just, brush up and not up and down, that it worked way better. So anyways, I love it. It's expensive for a mascara, considering mascara is one of those things I tend to just go for drugstore mascaras, so I think they work just as well, but CoverGirl stopped making and carrying my favorite mascara, so I don't know, I was on the hunt for a new mascara, and this fit the bill. For me, mostly this just like, it keeps my lashes really curled and really lifted. Dog's being weird. He's like licking my pants. Keeps them really curled and really lifted all day, which I like. Yeah, I don't know. Today, however, I shouldn't talk about this in my favorites, but I just wanted to like mention it, that I'm really into it. Again, another like everyone knows this mascara. I got this little teeny baby. I don't know. It looks like I'm about to put it on my nose. This little teeny tiny baby Lights Camera Lashes by Tarte, and I hear people talk about it, and it does have a natural bristle, like natural hair bristle brush. It's hard to say. So I would think I wouldn't like it, but I tried it today, and I don't know. I feel like I like it. I feel like I'm gonna have to buy it and try it and see how I like it, because I don't know, it shouldn't make it in my favorites. It was just in this basket. I tried it today. I got it in my Sephora Play subscription, so I don't know, just figured I'd mention it. Okay, an underrated product that I swear by, that I love, that I, again, don't hear anyone talk about, is the Sephora eyeliners. I love all the Sephora eyeliners. I think they like stay on so well. My personal favorite is the Stylographic Fine Line. I'll get used to this one day, at one point. But yeah, it's really, really fine tip. just going to keep swatching on top of my other swatches. Why not? But it's really, really fine felt tip. And I don't know, it doesn't smear, it doesn't bleed. Like that's I will test so many eyeliners and I'll just like swatch on my hands and wait for them to bleed in the cracks of my hand. I feel like everyone does. People swear by certain eyeliners. I swatch on my hand and they bleed immediately. And I'm just like, what are people talking about? This is not something that doesn't bleed. However, great. It doesn't bleed. It stays on well all day. I love it. I think it's great. It's really affordably priced. Really affordable, really reasonably priced and affordable. Oh, guys. Anywho, I love it. They're great. I could probably use to buy a new one soon. They don't last super long, but I like that it keeps me having to like buy more in the sense that I shouldn't be using eye product too long anyway. So I would say after a month or two, I have to get a new one, which is as long as I need, I feel like. Cool. I have, oh my gosh, I found the powder I was looking for. It was between my legs. Why? With one other product. So, okay, so last couple products I have to talk about are going to be fragrances, and then I found my Cover FX setting powder. Love it. It's great. It's the best setting powder. I haven't tried the Hourglass one, which I want to because I hear it's great, but like for me, this does a trick, and I'm sure it's not nearly as expensive as the Hourglass is. But yeah, just their Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder, and this is their translucent one. It's great. I feel like it smooths my pores, it sets it, it's not heavy, it doesn't flash back. I literally just like put it right in my laugh lines and right where I have like pores that I feel like a little bit more visible, and it just kind of blurs it. I like to have a really dewy look to my face. This doesn't mattify too much, but it does, you know, it just mats it down a little bit. So yeah, I love it. Would recommend it. Oh, I need to stop saying I would recommend it because obviously. Okay, fragrances. I want to talk about two and then leave my favorite for last. But I just found the Gucci Bloom perfumes. Look at how pretty this packaging is. It's like so pretty. I like Gucci perfumes. I have the Gucci Bloom, and then I also have the Gucci Bamboo, which is empty, but I prefer the Bamboo. The one that I have of the Gucci Bloom, I am not going to say this correctly. Natere di Fiori? I don't know. It's French. No, Italian. French. Come on. Clearly Italian. Gucci. Anywho, I love it. I have like a particular, it's kind of weird to talk about scents, but they're both, it's pretty floral. Obviously Gucci Bloom is going to have floral notes, but like kind of like dirty, musky floral in a way that I like, a little masculine. The Gucci Bamboo is a little brighter, a little more, oh God, I love this. It's completely out. I need a new one. I love it so much, and I intend to buy a full size. I usually get the roller balls just to see like how I like them and if they are something that I really like enjoy rather, oh God, my dog, rather than something that sometimes I'll put it on and I'm like, oh my God, this is too intense. Why did I get this? So I don't like to do that, especially with expensive perfumes. So I'll usually get a roller ball, test it out, see how I like it. Okay. Glossier You. So good. It's hard to explain. It's kind of woodsy, kind of nice powder notes. I don't know. It's like spicy and sweet and lovely and just so good. It's like, it's the best. I almost don't want to talk about it because I don't want everyone and their mom to smell like it, because it, you know, I think it won Best Perfume of the Year last year by whoever gives out awards for perfumes. But it's so good. And I literally get so many compliments on it when I'm wearing it. I've never gotten more compliments on the way that I smell than when I wear this, and it's very good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. It'd be a great gift for someone. Yeah. Last two things are just really random mentions. My tweezers. Is that a weird thing to mention? I don't know. I really like their Revlon tweezers. These ones are just like a cute like holiday edition packaging, not holiday, but like special edition packaging. But I just nothing works as good as these Revlon tweezers. And then this is a very tiny Lush sample, but I got turned on to this cream, the Dream Cream, from someone on YouTube. I can't remember who it was, but they recommended it for tattoo healing, and it works so great. I'm like I dry heal most of my tattoos. Also, if you don't know me, I don't know, you can't really see, but I have pretty much a full sleeve over here, a chest piece, and some other tattoos at the moment. So I've had my fair share of healing tattoos, but I found what works best for me for the most part is I just kind of dry heal my tattoos. However, you know, if I work in a restaurant, which again, if you know me in person, you know that, but if you don't know me, I work in the restaurant industry, and when I'm seeing guests or like serving tables or like, you know, I'm managing on the floor and whatever it is that I'm doing, I don't want to go up with like a flaky, dry, sad looking tattooed arm. So for in those moments, I do like to put a little something on it. And the Dream Cream is awesome. It's got like a lavender smell, which I hate lavender scented things. Again, unpopular opinion, but I just don't. But it's natural enough lavender that I don't hate it. And when it's blended into my, you know, when I rub it into my arm, it kind of goes away. But anyways, it's great. I think that if you are curious, go in and get a sample size, especially if you just, you know, got a little tattoo. But it lasts me for so long. Like I can heal my whole tattoo or whatever it is, like with just this little bit and still have leftover. I still have a pretty good amount. And, you know, I've had this for 6 months, something like that. I don't know, maybe not that long, but since I got my tattoo last. All right, that's it. Those are my things. Those are all my favorites. I know this video is going to be super long. I guess you can expect like an end of the year video to be pretty long. I don't even know, like, should I put this up? Is this going to be ridiculous? I keep looking at the wrong spots. I've had to switch locations. The lighting sucks. Can you hear me? I don't know. I haven't tested this spot to know how echoey it is. I have a really big house and I'm filming in my dining room, which I don't know. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Do I have a double chin? I don't know. I think I'm going to post it and go from there, and then I don't know. I can talk life updates and things later, but and like my purpose for starting videos and filming and YouTube, but I thought this was just like a nice introductory like start to things, just talking about stuff that I love and things that excite me and things that I hope that you love, and that if you're curious or wanting to try anything, or if you know me in person and you see things that you're like, oh, I really like this eyeshadow or her skin, like these are the things that I use. So hopefully they could work for you too. If you have any questions or if you have any comments, oh, I'm open to the negative, I'm open to the positive, and I'm going to try to get better at doing this, filming and starting a YouTube channel. Oh! Okay, bye guys. Thanks for watching.